and stuff like that will probably never have a clear answer. So the best thing to do is make the playing field even for everyone. Bingo. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, remember I told you I wanted to come back to this? There's something important here. Crossplay and aim assist. Made the change so aim assist is in crossplay and PC plus console lobbies. You know, this is the first time this has happened, right? Like, the way Overwatch has worked up until now, no matter what, Overwatch has had a hard line stance that aim assist does not belong on PC in any way, shape, or form. And to be honest with you, I respect it. I've actually respected the hell out of it. So for those who don't know, I used to actually be a console player. I actually was a Rainbow Six Siege professional player in Season 1. When there actually was a console pro league for that 1 year before it fell apart because everyone started using mouse and keyboard and cheating and using Zims and shit. Because, I mean, you could even tell, like, the land before the Six Invitational, the #1 team in NA, who had been cheating and using mouse and keyboard for the last 4.5 months, went to LAN and looked like a joke against EU, in which they were destroying EU in every scrims, like all team play. Like, it wasn't even, they were not even the same caliber of player, got destroyed because they had to play on controllers. So I've been around the block a long time. I know how big of a problem console versus PC, controller versus mouse and keyboard is, and I know how much big of a problem it is on console to deal with mouse and keyboard players, and how it's even worse when mouse and keyboard players have aim assists, and that shit can be scary. But I've always respected Overwatch's hardline stance on absolutely no aim assist in our PC crossplay games. It's fine for console. It's needed. It's good for the player experience. But they've always had the hardline stance, and I respect it. Even though, to be honest with you, this change isn't bad. So the change is so that if you crossplay with PC on Quick Play or Arcade, you will now have aim assist. The controller players will have aim assist in the PC lobbies, that are crossplay lobbies. Only for Quick Play and Arcade. I can't really argue against it. Quick Play and Arcade aren't really like game modes that you're hardcore sweating. They're not competitive game modes. They're not. There's not really an integrity there. So you can't really say like, oh, it's bad. Like, it's actually good because it makes the crossplay experience with friends much better, and that's a good thing. Granted, I wish they took the same stance with their high-level competitive players, because for those who don't know, you've only been able to duo queue in GM Plus for the last 3.5 years. That's why you don't see all your favorite content creators play together. We can't. We're literally not allowed. So they're doing this change to make it so that when you play with friends, it's a more pleasurable, fun experience. Apparently, because I'm good at the game, that does not apply to me. Point is, though, that's not what I'm scared of. What I'm scared of is, did we just open the magic box of where does the line get drawn, and the line will now change? Overwatch has had a hardline stance for a long time about this. Pandora's box. Forgot for a second. Because what happens when 6 months from now, when a Reddit post starts, or forum posts, or Twitter, and people start going, hey, why can't I play comp with my friends on PC? And then you're going to have people arguing, well, I play in console PC lobbies all the time, and I shit on those PC players. They're not even good. And at some point, if we're already willing to change, if there's an argument being made to have crossplay, and on the Blizzard side, because Blizzard's a company that's all about data. They always have been. The Sojourn nerfs is a perfect example, because Sojourn in all the metal ranks, even Diamond, is actually a throw pick. Or at least, I wouldn't say a throw pick, I guess, but it's like very much underperforming. Masters, it's still underperforming. And then GM, it's like a must pick. So, like, they have this character that only 2,000 players out of their 35 million, it's dumpstering on the game. So for them, and they said this in their Twitter sphere, like they did the Twitter online, whatever the fuck it's called, the, like, talk thing. I don't know how Twitter spheres work, or Twitter circles, whatever the hell. But they literally said, Yeah, the character is not good in every other rank. It's only for like very small percentage of players. So we need to figure out a way that it's good for the lower ranks and the higher ranks. So we're just going to let it go. We'll figure it out later. PC elitists whining about aim assist when they have an entire arm to aim with. You understand aim assist is a literal cheat program, right? So if you're talking what a skill is, in skill, it's supposed to be two equal forms of play. There is no outside help at all. Zero. Nada. In games, they tune their aim assist to 0.2, 0.4, 0.6. Do you know what those mean? 0.6, 0.4, 0.2. That means 1.0 is aim assist, like 100% tracking. 0.2 is 20% aimbot. 20% out of 100, right? So when people say things like, "Oh, they have your whole arm to aim," you literally don't know what you're talking about at all. I've literally played professional on mouse and keyboard, on a controller, and I've played it on mouse and keyboard at a pretty high level for years. Not professionally, but at a high level for years. To say that they're the same and at all is just, you're just mimicking what someone else told you. You have zero ability to make your own comprehensive thoughts. You're just repeating something some guy in a YouTube video or a TikTok told you to say. That's it. Point is, I really, 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 really do hope that this is the line, and that's it. We don't ever bring up the competitive aspect, because aim assist in competitive play of games ruins them. Warzone, Call of Duty, plagued by a controller. Not a single professional player in the Call of Duty League plays on a mouse and keyboard. They all play on controller. Why wouldn't they play on a mouse and keyboard? They have their whole arm to aim. Right? If I have my whole arm to aim, and it's that much better, why does not a single pro player in the Call of Duty League use a mouse and keyboard? Oh, because the aim assist on the controller is that much better. Apex. There's a lot of mouse and keyboard players, but there's a lot of controller players as well. Actually, you know how bad it is? Some top professional players, the biggest streamer in the game, Hal is, Imperial Hal, plays for TSM, mouse and keyboard player, actually made the swap to a controller, because in their professional circuit in ALGS, if you do not have a controller player in your squad, you will lose every game. You'll never win. It's not possible. Because not having one person to fight up close with and having that powerful aim assist for the upfight duels inside of buildings costs you games. So tell me, how is that fair that you literally need to have someone on your teams play on this separate device just so you have a chance to win when I have my whole arm to aim? Shouldn't that be better? Aim assist on those games is way stronger than Overwatch, but it's talking about the rabbit hole of what we begin. If we start to go down the road where competitive is a place where you can have cross-platform play, and the advantage for PC is, oh, you have your whole arm to aim. You have more FPS. You have more FOV. How do you make up for it? How do you make it fair? You make aim assist stronger. Dude, you say, if you're going to use the argument, if you use the argument that aim assist on Overwatch is weaker, but if they made it competitive, you'd have to make it somewhat more similar. How do you buff controller? You make the aim assist stronger. You know they can do that, right? They choose to make it at the level it is. And actually, games like Apex make it so controller aim on console has a higher set aim sensitivity or aim assist than it does on PC. It's actually higher on console. Did you know that? Why do you think that is? Because it's supposed to make it for the console players who, one, most of them are just kind of like casual players. Most console players are casual players. That's fact. Most people who spend thousands of dollars on a PC are much more invested. That is an actual fact. However, though, that doesn't mean they should be neglected. Which is why, when it's controller versus controller, having the higher aim assist is not that bad. But when you have it in a competitive setting against people who don't have the same advantage of that aim assist, then it's unfair. But then people argue, oh, you have your whole arm to aim, you have all these other things. But we're talking about a literal legal cheat. It's 0.6 because they only get 60 FPS. Exactly, bingo. You've already fell down the rabbit hole. It's the same one. It's the same rabbit hole. You just repeat what somebody has told you what to say. It happens every time. You say, oh, they need it though because they don't have the FPS. Okay. Then why are they fighting each other? Why are they against each other? That's not competitive. That's not competitive in any way, shape, or form. That's not competitive. Dude, if I was 18 years old and I get into the major leagues in the MLB, baseball, and I got drafted right out of high school, if you've been to high school, especially, right, like, you know how you are in high school, you know, your body is not fully, like, developed all the way yet. If I go into the major leagues and I say, yo, I'm only 18, I'm not as strong as these guys who are 23, 24, 25, 26. I can't hit the ball as far as they can. I should be able to use a corked bat. Is that fair? No. No, it's not. It's not. But there's an argument to be made. You haven't been alive as long. You haven't had enough time to train your body. You haven't got to be as strong. You don't have as much experience. Not the same thing at all. You're talking about a literal legal cheat program. A literal legal cheat program. I don't know how you can't equivalent those as like somewhat the same. There's things obviously you can have that are not, it's going to be impossible. You could literally say any type of example I could use in the whole world. You'll always end up saying, no, that's not true. No. That's like, nah, dude, that's not how that works. That's literally not how that works. Aim assist is a literal legal cheat program built into games. It's what it does. It's what it does. It's literally what it is. In a competitive game, the playing field should be even. It should be even. Granted, things like FPS are a lot harder to deal with on PC because there's such a wider range. On console, terrible take. So saying competitive games should stay competitive and fair across all platform, everyone who's using it is a bad take. Wow, you must be fucking dog shit though. I don't know. If you sit there genuinely and just say, nah, I deserve an advantage, I'm sorry to tell you, you're dog shit. That's it. That's it. That's life. That's life. So ignorant? How am I ignorant? I literally played professionally on console with a controller. I was literally a professional fucking player. And I've come to PC and I now play on a mouse and keyboard with no aim assist. And I can tell you that they are two different universes. They are not the same. There's a difference between you disagree and you don't like what I say and ignorant. Ignorant is someone who is misinformed or not educated speaking about something. I have a really, really good understanding of it, and I've played it for years, and I played on both platforms for many, many years. That's different than disagreeing with what I'm saying. At least pick better word choices if you want to be a dumbass and say, I don't like it. That's it. That's it. Sorry to tell you. It's the truth, though. So, point is, I'm only going to say my side. I don't care. You disagree? Cool. But someone with the amount of experience that I've had for years, aim assist in competitive play is really bad. Aim assist in quick play / arcade, major W. My hope is that they draw the line here and it does not go further. If crossplay competitive becomes a thing, Overwatch's competitive scene of what is left of it will die. Overwatch has not done many things right, but that's the one it's done. Apex, Warzone, / Call of Duty, Fortnite, all great examples of aim assist destroying their competitive scene. They've splintered into a million pieces. Because some people agree and some people disagree, and they'll never come to an agreement. The only way it can become agreeable is if everyone's on a fair playing field. And that will never happen on a controller versus a mouse and keyboard, because a mouse and keyboard will always be better. Oh, I forgot to mention, for those people that are spamming, do you not know that Siege has no aim assist on console? So when I was a professional Rainbow Six Siege player, we didn't have aim assist. Did you know that? So when I said we all lost to mouse and keyboard players, and everyone started cheating in the beginning of this whole rant, did you catch that? Because if you didn't, that's why I told you we were all losing to the Zim players, because they were much better than us on a mouse and keyboard. Why were they that much better than us? Because we didn't have aim assist. We didn't have aim assist, so mouse and keyboard was superior. The way that companies try to make up for that is with a legal cheat program. That doesn't make it a better platform. That doesn't mean it's competitive. They need to be two separate things, and they need to live as two separate entities, and that's okay. Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with it. Nothing's wrong with that. And if you play on controller, you know how annoying it is to play against Zim players and mouse and keyboard players. You hate it because you're cheating. They are literally cheating in your games. They are literally cheating, but Blizzard can't fix it. Nobody can fix it. The only ones who can fix it is Microsoft / Sony, and it's probably not fun for you to deal with. It's not fun for you to deal with. Bro can't stand losing controller players. How many controller players do you think I lose to? Be honest with you. Be honest with yourself. How many do you think there is? How many? How many do you think there is? In GM Top 500, there's only one I can think of, and they're a tank player. So yeah, I'm really losing to a lot of controllers. Oh yeah, that's happening a lot. The way PC players can flick around in movement, they do way greater. There's no movement text in Overwatch. Not like that. That's not a thing. You're talking about like Apex. You're talking about Apex where they have fucking tap strafing with a scroll wheel. We don't got that.
I'll never miss my mark.
God, what a lovely time to join stream. Aim assist is a really tricky to deal with, and stuff like that will probably never have a clear answer. So the best thing to do is make the playing field even for everyone. Bingo. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And competitively, it will never happen. You could never fully balance competitive cross-play comp. Wouldn't be possible. It's actually impossible. It's not even a thing. It would literally be impossible. So that road, the whole point of what I was saying is we can never cross that bridge. If we ever cross that bridge, we're fucked.